Okay, so on Friday we had a bunch of issues with, well, everything. My computer, OPam, the fact that I'm on an Intel-based MacBook, etc. And so we went through and tried to fix things, and we succeeded. So we did a couple things. We went into, first of all, libc, which is required in the Riot stack, libcml that is. Currently did not support x86-64. I made an amazing pull request. You guys aren't even going to be ready for this. Yeah. It turns out the bindings, because all this is bindings to libc, the bindings are exactly the same between Arch and x86 for Darwin. So yeah, this is part of my CDev cred, right, Ninja? So anyway, which I probably wouldn't have figured out if Leandro wasn't in the stream telling me what to do, but that's okay. That's just how life is. So anyway, so we did this and it worked. Awesome. You know, I could actually build Mint T and the Riot stack on my computer. And then, but this is like a little bit too much. So this little config preprocessor, so this calls a preprocessor, which then, you know, based on your system defines the definition of impl, right? It's similar to the way we can do this in Rust, except this is actually like a library that Leandro wrote. No surprise there. And ideally, we don't have to do this. We can just say target OS equals Mac OS and just have one impl block. But we found out there was a bug in config that wasn't allowing this syntax here. So I decided to, on Saturday, when I was supposed to be working on a compiler in Racket, I decided to figure out this whole guy. So we got this merged in. Yay, libc now supports x86. And then I opened a PR, not yet merged, by the way, Leandro, to fix the syntax here. You've been roped into writing the compiler in Gleam. Oh, that's going to be fun. Oh, that's cool, Ninja. I like it. So now we're supporting the syntax. Took me a while to figure out the bug. I was learning things. You know, I don't know OCaml that well yet. And it turned out that there was just possibly a bug, possibly just a weird edge case between what comes in from the preprocessor level to what actually gets fed into some of these functions. So we just had to change the match cases. So basically we just added match cases here. If you guys have written matches in most languages, this is probably not too hard to understand. But basically, to say if this is our only var, right? If this is our only condition that we're matching on, then we should just match. We should just it should just work, right? We don't need to do anything else. Where before it was like going down into here and erroring either on invalid sequence of tokens or list can't be empty, depending on a couple factors. So anyway, we fixed that. We even added some tests to make sure that it was fixed. And that was really exciting. So yay. Two contributions to what I'm just calling the Riot stack at this point in the last couple days. Yeah. That's what do you think this stream is about? I mean, it's about me flexing on my PRs, my 21 lines of code. Yeah. It's important. So a couple things I learned while I was going through that we'll just talk about real quick. That might help you at some point, dear OCaml developer. is people who are around for my next streams aren't going to be too surprised about this one. Let's see. Let's find where I'm working on OCaml. Not there. We don't need this anymore because Dylan decided we are not doing this anymore. So let's just kill this session. Oh yeah, I forgot that that's how it does it. Now I'm going to have a brand new session for no reason, but that's fine. Oh, it's in the Mint T one. There it was. I'm so bad at Tmux. Yeah, what we really learned is to not use Intel based MacBooks anymore because they're just too freaking old. Okay. Well, I better clear that because it has some things like my full environment, which I don't think has secrets at the moment, but just in case. Yeah, so one of the things that I figured out is, like we have this environment where we're pinning everything, right? And so we're pinning, right? And we're happy. And if you have this local guy here, you can just do an opam pin config version -y dot, right? And then we're pinned. Yeah. So what I didn't do is I didn't commit I kept doing this and then trying to run it in libc, like just doing a Dune build in libc, and it just kept failing, even though I know I was so sure I fixed the bug because of the test we're passing. And you have to commit in order to pin. All right. So now the thing is, like, if you just run a Dune build, yeah, it's literally another Git related issue. So, classic meta. If you run Dune build with things that are uncommitted, of course that works fine, but if you try to pin something without committing it, opam says no, we're not down with that, right? So if you need to pin your local changes to a repo, to a project, remember, you need to commit it first. It took me about 30 minutes to figure that one out. Even though there's a literal like notice message when you pin it that tells you this exact thing. It let's see if we can find it. No, because I'm so bad at Tmux. I don't know how to actually search where it will look up beyond what's in my current window. I don't know how to do that. But anyway, that's that. Pretty funny. Okay. So anyway, learn some things about how pins work, okay? Search current window. Reading is hard, yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, we're gonna see. There's some interesting things the doctor told me today. I had an appointment this morning, so we'll see if some changes might help me with the whole not being as smart as I used to be. Oh, I haven't seen that one yet, whimsically. Yeah, this is like a whole anime playlist, so it's like all songs that have been used in anime. So there's a bunch of them that I don't even know, but it's a fun playlist. Go to VI mode in Tmux and press / Oh, that's a good idea. I don't know how to do that either. I forget. I have a Tmux cheat sheet, but it's probably, I doubt VI mode is on the cheat sheet. Because you don't just mean like this, right? I can't do anything there. No. It's okay. It's all right. I don't care enough yet. If I cared enough, I would actually learn it, right? That's an important piece, right? Yeah. Good times. Oh, there's a control B search backward. Okay, so like here. Wait, what is this? It works for you. It might just be a weird alacrity thing. Who even knows? Or just my team config is screwed up, even though I have like basically no config. I mean, maybe that's my problem. I mean, I thought I could just do Control B. Oh, I have to get into copy mode to use that. Right. So now I'm in copy mode. And then if I do question mark construct, no, that doesn't matter. That's not the right mode. Oh well. Oh, use V keys in buffer. It's literally right there. It's literally right there. Oh my god. Okay, hold on. All right, well, I guess we're doing this. Control B, set W-G mode keys V. Okay. And then I'm guessing I can just do Control B slash. Okay. And then I can type in. Nope, that doesn't work. Do I need to do it like this? Nope, that's a command. All right, it's okay. We'll figure it out another time. Oh, maybe it could be copy mode. All right, let's just try this last. Okay, that was it. I was doing Control B, but I wasn't going into copy mode. I forgot about the little straight brace. Yeah, Control B, straight brace. Now I'm in copy mode, and I can search up. And what was it? Commit. That's actually what I cared about. And then I can just use little ends. Just those cute little ends. Yeah, there we go. It wasn't on the pin, it was on opam installed dot, right? So after I pinned it, I then installed it. And then this is the little note that I managed to ignore. I ignored the ignoring for 30 minutes. So yeah, that was fun. Yeah. Good times. Okay. I think we've had a nice tour of my OSS work and skill issues all in one. And now we can see what's up next. Hey, Bitmap. Chat's trying to get me to learn Tmux better, which isn't too much of a feat since I am really bad at it. But we're about to work on seeing if I can create a component based on a Go component, but in Mint T, of course, in OCaml. So you refuse to use a terminal multiplexer, yeah. I mean, yeah, if I had a, like, because I'm using Alacrity, which has neither tabs nor splits nor anything to help you. I've written 0 Go. I mean, not quite 0 Ninja, but close to 0. So it will be also interesting to see how that goes. You won't leave iTerm? Yeah, I use iTerm for work, but I use Alacrity for stream, for non-work. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to try to figure out how this works. We talked about last time, like, choosing a certain component to write, and I don't think we exactly came up with like the right answer because all of them seemed hard to me. let's see. Let's look again. Let's just make sure. Okay. We have where's the issue that lists all of them? Components wish list. Okay, let's close some things. Here's the components wish list. Text area, paginator, list with filtering, toggleable help bar, key bindings component. I think we kind of decided on list with filtering, and we're gonna see, but it's quite a bit of work. So we'll see how far I can actually get on this. You just SSH multiple times. I actually do that too. Bitmap. I don't usually use tmux on a server. It's really stupid considering I know how to use it like in a really basic case. I probably should, but I'm I'm so grug. Yes, that's very true about chat. Amit. Use Rust. It's going to be hard to use Rust to write a component for an OCaml library, Scott. That's the only problem about using Rust in this case. We'll do Rust on Wednesday though. We still do Rust. We still do Rust every week. At least. Sometimes twice. It all depends. Okay, so I mean, a paginator is whatever. I think a list with filtering is really nice. Toggleable help bar, I don't know. I'm not as interested in that. I'm kind of between these three, and I haven't really decided, and that's probably what's going to take me the longest, is just actually making a decision. So let's just look at the list component again and go. This is where I was kind of like, I don't know. This many things. Okay, list test, sure. So we have a style. Okay. Okay. Rewrite OCaml and Rust. That's good stuff. All right. Okay. This is just tests. We don't need tests. Tests are pointless. Features optional, filtering, pagination, help, status messages, and a spinner to indicate activity. Okay. Format IO, sort string with time, all the bubbles, malarkey. Yeah. You got to get pretty meta with that bitmap. Type item interface, filter value string. Okay. Filter value is the value we use when filtering against this item when we're filtering the list. Okay. Type item delegate interface. Item delegate encapsulates the general functionality for all list items. The benefit to separating this logic from the item itself is that you can change the functionality of items without changing the actual items themselves. Note that if the delegate also implements help.keymap, delegate related help items will be added to the help view. Okay. Height is the height of the list item. Spacing is the size of the horizontal gap between list items and cells. Update is the update loop for items. All messages in the list update loop will pass through here except when the user is setting a filter. Use this method to perform item level updates appropriate to this delegate. Okay. Yeah, it's definitely on the it is inspired by the whole Elm thing, right? Is that where T came from? I didn't actually know that. I was wondering like how that worked. I didn't know T actually stood for something. I just thought it was a cute name. Yep. How about that? Oh, the Elm architecture. That's hilarious. I never even thought about it, even though I've seen that written out like 100 times. I've never written Elm really though, so you know. OP Davies, thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. Hilarious. Does T have something to do with Elm? It's literally the acronym for Elm, basically. Nice. Yeah, right. That's fair. That's why I learned Haskell instead. Well, you know, learned, right? You know, it's been a while. I learned a lot of Haskell, a lot about Haskell years ago. It's helped me a lot though. It's helped me learn all sorts of things that aren't Haskell. Filtered items. Okay. Sure. We're filtering. We've got a rank. We've got a default filter. We've got an unsorted filter. We've got models. Yeah, I think this is way too much for me to do right now. Look at how much code this is. This is not what I want to do for my first contrib to Mint T, when I basically don't really know how it works yet. I think this is a bad choice. Haskell is the devil's language, Scott. Listen, if SPJ didn't create Haskell, Rust wouldn't be as good as it is today. Just think on that for a while, okay? Don't worry about it. It's not important to you writing Rust. Here's a monad for you. Here's an idea of a monad, Scott. For a Rust station, right? For a Rusty person. So if you take result option, you could say list, a couple other things like that Rust has. And you then provided a way to abstract over all of those sorts of data structures, if you will, or structs. I think those are all structs, if I remember right. It doesn't matter, but you know what I mean. Data structures of some sort. Then you would have an interface for monads. But instead, we don't. No, it's not a real explanation of monads. It's saying that is kind of how it works. That's an enum. No, it's not an enum. Did I fall into the trap? I totally fell into the monad trap right there, didn't I? All right, let's look at text area. Maybe text area is the right thing. Look at this. Ooh, I like this. Implement wrapping memoization. Why are we doing memoization within the text area? Why does this make sense? Of the memo cache. Why do we have a memoization little guy here within text area? That's really effing confusing. Are we actually using it? Yeah. Text area memoization. Okay. For undo? I guess it's true. I actually do like this song, but all right. 1,390 lines for text area. Okay. I didn't think text area would be easy. Let's look at pagination. I'm literally just trying to look at what's the easiest thing to do. Caching keystrokes inside the cache tree. Play it. Yeah, maybe. That's funny. I did a Haskell study group, like an in-person Haskell study group 5 or 6 years ago. And it was a nice way to learn the language. We used what is it? Haskell from First Principles or something like that. It's thick though. It is a Bible. A Bible level of thickness. Bigger words than your typical printing of the Bible, but yeah. It's pretty thick. Okay. What was the other thing we were thinking of? There was pagination. Let's look at what Paginator does. $198 lines. Let's go. We got a winner. Paginator. All right. This will be good. Paginator provides a bubble tea package for calculating pagination and rendering pagination info. It makes you. It's really funny. I think I know the author personally, and I think he'd be pretty disappointed to hear you say that, but that's another topic. Package, paginator, import, format. Sure. Okay, this looks pretty good. I think we can do this. Type specifies the way we render pagination. Type int. Pagination rendering options, Arabic type or dots. Okay. Key map is the key bindings for different actions within the paginator. Okay. We have a default key map. Oh yeah, that would be hard bitmap. I came to it knowing like this was before I wrote Closure. So like it was probably my first book that handled functional programming extensively. Like I knew different ideas of functional programming that I would implement or use in other languages. But it was probably the first book where like I really studied functional programming, so I didn't have to worry about it so much. Are they supporting LTR and RTL? I don't know. I have to look. Oh, do you think that's what the difference is between the Arabic and the dots? It's an interesting idea. Um, it would make some sense in the way that why else would you say Arabic? But maybe there's another good reason for it. Who knows? Page is the current page number. Per page is the number of items per page. Sure, we don't care about this right now. We just want to make sure that we kind of understand. Set total pages. Item on page. I don't know why you use that yet, but that's okay. Prev page, next page, last page, first page. New creates a new model with defaults. Okay, and then you have like a constructor. Okay, this actually looks possible. How about it? Okay, so now we just need to read a little bit more. Now that we are going to work on Paginator. Oh, did Sabine? She has an open ticket for this. Neat. Okay. I'm interested to just see the spinner code because I know that's going to be really simple. I think we already looked at this, but you know how my memory is. This is all the spinner example code. Spinner. Right. Now, where did we grab spinner? When did we bring in spinners? I guess when we opened leaves. Okay. Right. And then you had the whole FPS, and then you have spinner.ml mini dot. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's too much of me for sure. All right, so I think we should just start with like starting something. How does that sound? All right, so let's go back here and let's get into the Mint repo. Let me just pull main in case there's anything else. Make sure we have a clean build. Oh, that's right. Oh my god. If I have to do this again right now, I'm going to be a little bit mad. Why did it uninstall this? Okay, it's fine. We'll just do this. And it shouldn't take too long because most of this stuff should be cached. Not available because the package is pinned to version 0.0.2. Okay. Yeah. So should I delete that pin? I feel like this is exactly what I did last time, and then I got really, really confused. And then I had to, like, I thought we were over all this OPAM stuff. So let's try this one more time. Hey, Pengu. Hey, Dylan. What's up? You finished streaming? It was just a little bit before I started. Missing dependency spices. Okay. Oh, it's the whole under 0.0.2. Oh, I'm being dumb. I'm on the wrong branch, I think, right? No, this is a tag. Is there a 0.0.2 branch and that's why I'm getting so confused here? That might be what it is. Yeah, if it's about, like, as long as you're not selling something, Pingu, ask away. Go for it. Ah, yeah, here we go. I bet this is what I'm supposed to be on. And I bet this is where I'm getting screwed. Yeah. I think this is the problem. Let me try checking this out. Okay. I really thought I figured this out already, but maybe I never actually finished. I'm so confused. Maybe I just never installed spices. Let me look at my pen. Opam pen. It's already pinned to this. Okay, what if I just say opam install spices? Does that work? Okay, this does work. Maybe this is how I have to do it. Let's just try it. See what happens. Should be fine. Okay. So let's look at these pens. Okay, so now spices is installed, right? I should be able to. So let's pen again. And at this point, I want to pen. Yeah, I want to pen local ferment tea. 0.0.2 -y . This will also tell me where. Okay, so we have 2 weeks ago on main, and then v 0.0.2 is on 2 months ago. Oh man, I don't know. Now I'm confused. I don't remember what I'm supposed to use. Is Leandro still streaming? I should probably ask him before I go through all of this and have to do it all over again. Okay, so I installed glue on libc and riot. I installed packages maybe out of sync. Right, so this is, I don't remember why this was having issues. Do I not have libc penned correctly? I should. Oh, you know what? I don't think I actually did. I didn't. That's what it is. Stop this. Stop this madness. Okay. What's this? Okay. This is fine. Get Darwin cleanup. Okay. Really good name. Opam pen libc. Pretty sure that's just what it's called, right? .0.0.1. I'm really mad that I didn't do this earlier. I was supposed to figure this out so that I didn't just have another stream of OPAM. Looking to buy in a computer to maybe start coding, but don't know if you're getting your money's worth? I mean, depending on what you're doing, you can use all sorts of things. You know, if you're just getting started, I wouldn't worry about dropping big bucks on a computer. It's like if you can run Linux on a VM in it, that'd be great. You know, if you want to buy a Linux laptop, that's great. You can learn a lot. Just use like a easy distro of Linux, or just use WSL. I know a lot of people that use WSL and are totally happy with it. Not my thing, but I just wouldn't worry too much. If you can run WSL, then you probably have everything you need for getting started. TBH. Okay, so we're getting somewhere. We installed libc. Now let's try the opam install spices. Is that what it is? No, it's just this. Yeah, totally. Good luck to you. Okay, it's still having the same problem. Probably just don't have another thing actually installed that I need. Maybe leaves. Maybe it's leaves that's screwed up. Let me make sure that leaves is what it should be on. Leaves.opam. Leaves. Okay. So, right. It should just be here. All right. So I need to pin leaves at opam pen leaves 0.0.2 dash y dot. Let's try this. And then let's try to install. No. I thought I had a clean build of mint tea, but I'm still effing dealing with this. Okay, so I still can't get this to build. I'm so mad right now. It's ridiculous. MT shopping list, that's fine. Riot should be freaking fine. Let me just make sure that I have the latest. Everything's fine. Okay. Anything else that I need? I have config. I know config's working. Everything else looks fine. Why am I still having these issues? Is it because I need to run opam update and I'm just screwed until I do? I mean, I really hope not, because it's going to take effing forever. I need to do it after stream, though. I keep forgetting. No, it's the same stupid thing. FPS to float FPS. Expression as type float, but an expression was expected of type int 64. All right. Let's just go into Leo's stream real quick if he's still streaming. Nope, he's off. All right. Let me see if he's available at all. I'll just ask in the Riot Discord, I guess. I'm really bummed about this. Hey, Big Neil. Thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. Okay, so if I can't get this to work, let me just try again on master or main, whatever it's called, and see if it's still working. Or you still get the same exact issue. It's interesting that the pin just updates to the branch if I run an opam install. I mean, sure. We can try this. Pretty sure it's going to fail again, but we could try it. Riot 0.0.8. Should I try from source? As in, I'm running what's on GitHub. I mean, I have it pinned on GitHub, of course. Should I clone it locally and try pinning, installing from there? Okay. Okay, so that worked. That worked this time. Can I get a build? Okay. That's fine. Dune build. Do I need to like specify mint T? Oh, okay. That's probably part of it. Okay, Dune build leaves. Okay, that's fine. I guess I need an MDX. It didn't install all the dependencies for me. I think it might be working now. Not sure what the difference is between what I just did. I'll let you know. Okay. This never happens in real software, right? Like this doesn't happen in your real jobs or anything. It's not like this is what we do and then we just find out that there's another thing that we don't have installed correctly and then we just have to go figure that out and then you finally get to code something. We're real close to installing this. Yeah, it never happens, right? All right. Theo says it's probably working now because the computer goblins got scared off. That makes sense. Fair explanation. Yep. They realized, never mind. This chip doesn't have enough power for us. All right, MDX, let's go. That was fast. Oh, yeah. 6th gen Intel processor? No, we'll pass. All right, Dune build leaves. Okay, so this is a good tip. Okay, since we're in a mono repo, we need to, if we pass this the project names, right? Then we can see like where the actual failure is coming from. I think that's helpful. I have no idea what I did that ended up working. I don't remember, and I don't even care right now. I'm just glad it's working and that we can actually try to write some code today before I have to go. I only have an hour left. Okay, let's actually try writing code. How about that? All right. Yeah, exactly. All right, Paginator. Let's go. Or let's OCaml. All right. Sorry about that one. Okay, so let's look at some of these. We've got a little cursor. Okay, we like it. So basically for here, it seems like our basic idea. Let's look at forms. Okay, interesting. Let's look at our progress bar. We're defining our type T, which is kind of like our what in Rust I'd probably have is like the paginator struct, I would say. At least from a like field perspective. And then we define some of our functions. Okay. And then let view T, sure. And that just takes this T here. Well, what I would assume is an instance of that T, right? I don't think eglot's running. For some reason, eglot hasn't been starting on my OCaml buffers. Yeah, okay. T to string. Very cool. I like it. I like it. Okay, so let's just pretend I know what I'm doing. Okay, this makes sense. We're just exporting some of those. Okay. So let's just start by creating a Paginator ML file. Hey, we're so good at this. We're gonna just start with a type T, and for now it's just gonna be blank, and that's okay. Let's go back to progress ML because I'm going to kind of use that as a little bit of an example of what I'm doing. And let's see if I can read code and actually make it work. Okay, so we have pagination rendering options. Arabic type equals iota, which I don't know what that means, but that's fine, or dots. Let's see if the let's see if they have examples of the differences in paginators. Supports dot style pagination, similar to what you might see on iOS, and numeric. Oh, that's why they call it Arabic, because it's just numbers. Numeric page numbering. But you could also use this component for the logic and visualize pagination however you like. All right. Iota starts at 0 and increments by 1 for each item in the struct. Okay. Got it. Thanks. That's like a Go thing. Interesting. I basically know Go. So we might want to have like we'll probably want to like define some sort of enum variant thing. I have no idea how to do that. Let's find out. I've written so little OCaml when it really comes down to it. Let's see actually how. I'm interested to see how they did it in Spinner. I think Sabine just ended up, okay, they're just all top level things. IOTA is something like an enum. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. What's my favorite OCaml thing? I actually really like the learn X and Y minutes for OCaml. Let's just start by searching for an enum. Nope. Variants. I just don't remember how to do this part at all. Oh, I know where I could look it up. I could look at, I remember where I've seen this done. We did this for the config code. So this is in the config. This is the little config ppx that I was bragging about. Yeah, it's the whole polymorphic variants, right? And it should be in config lang ml. Okay, so we just define a new type where we have atom string number. Okay, got it. So this, we're going to do something like this. So let's just say type, I guess we'll call them style, right? Like paginator style. Sure, why not? And then we just go with the whole guy here, kind of like guard syntax. And we say dots. And we say, oh, is it not updating? Dude, how long has this been doing this? Since when did Emacs freeze? Unbelievable. It doesn't matter. I mean, I guess I haven't written any code so far. But yes, I am typing now. Okay. So we created a paginator.ml file. We're defining our type T at the top. And stupid OBS. I know when it happened, and I'm very mad that it happened. Is this even updated? Like, was my terminal even showing? At least my terminal was showing. It's like I did a bunch of stuff in the terminal. Okay. And then let me just see. Where did bubble tea go? Arabic type equals iota. Okay, so we're just going to say Arabic for now, and then we'll figure out how we want to model the whole number thing. I'm wondering if we want to just do like an of int. That might make sense. We'll just pretend this works. And then go from there. Sure. How about it? All right. I'm not sure how key maps work yet, so we're gonna have to figure that out. What a cursed common syntax, really. Key map stuff for switching pages. Okay. We're gonna need that. No, I always do that. To do key map for switching pages. How about it? Okay. Do I need something else to say that I'm done defining that type. Let's see, module lecturer equals struct type. No, I don't think so. I mean, this has several different modules in it, so in that way it gets a little confusing, but that's okay. We'll just pretend I don't need that. But why is this so weirdly indented? Yeah, that's weird. Whatever. Could just be Emacs messing things up. Who even knows? Okay. Model is the bubble tea model for this user interface. Okay, so here we go. This is what we're using for. So T is basically the model. It's the same idea. I'm pretty darn sure. So I think we're going to start filling this out. And let's look at another example where somebody actually used a T. Was that in Cursor? I can't remember right now. Yeah. Okay. All right. So for now, we're going to say style. Nice. Love that. And then you use semicolons. Interesting. Type style equals dots Arabic event. Like, how do I then use, like, what is the name of this type? I would have to find out in the MLI. This is the part where I get a little confused since you don't say exactly what it is. I guess this says spices.style. I mean, maybe I can do this, but I don't think so. Maybe I have to just go with the assumed module name. I don't know. We'll figure that out later. Page int per page. I don't even remember what casing we use in OCaml. Okay. Per page and total pages and active dot string inactive dot string Arabic format string yeah, I guess we have the whole key map thing going on. I guess we'll just put it in here. Key map is going to be key map, which I haven't done yet. Oh God, I hate how they have some of this defined here. But we'll just keep going. We'll just keep going. Use page up, page. Like, it doesn't look that bad in Pascal case, but in Snake case, it looks pretty bad. It looks pretty bad in Snake case. João Pedro OVB. Thanks for the follow. Use left, right keys. Bool. Oh, Emacs does that for you too, whimsically, like in OCaml or just in general? I mean, sometimes in general, right? No, but no, probably, I guess it's just the Tuareg mode or whatever this is. Use HL keys Oh, this is all deprecated. Customize key map instead. Now we don't have like a key map component, so I do wonder like how this is going to work. So I think I am going to actually go through this because this might actually be how we have to do it until we have a key map component. We'll see. We'll see how key maps are defined other places. Okay, so that's our basic model. So I guess cursor style defaults to inverted default. So this goes right to spices.style. And I am a little confused as to how that part works. I guess you put the styles in spices. And then I guess, well, let's see. Let's see how this works. Color, margin bottom, sure, default. Okay, so the style has a lot to it. I don't think that makes sense to use. Obviously, like that seems more like a text style, but I could be wrong. But I don't feel like that's the right thing I'm going for here. Let's just see it. Yeah, like Sabine didn't use style at all in Spinner. Is there anything else? I guess text input could be interesting to look at. Value pause, cursor, prompt, text style. That makes sense to be in spices.style. But I don't really see how I would make like the paginator things like a spices.style necessarily. So then that brings up the point of my next skill issue, which is like I don't really know like how to reference this style up here. So I'm not sure how that works. Like I could do something like put this in module paginator. But I feel like that's not probably the right thing to do here. Let me look at that other code I was looking at in config. I mean, I don't know. Let's look at the examples to see again on how some of these are used. Examples. Not spinner. Basic counter. I mean, I guess we could look at this. Mint.t.app. No, that's not what I was thinking of. Examples. FPS. Sure. Let's look at a counter example. Okay, so this is how they're doing key presses right now. Is they're just matching on the event given the model. Okay. Hmm. The token toker, thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. We're just you know, kind of skill issuing it right now. Mostly what we're doing. I don't think, does order of definition matter in OCaml? Oh, it does. Is that why it didn't work? What's this error? No config found file for leaves paginator.ml. Sure. We could try doing build leaves and just see what happens. We should get some errors. Okay, unbound type constructor. That makes sense. Let's just pretend like we have a key map type for a brief second. And just say, can I just new type this? Like, we'll just call it a string here, just for fun. I don't need that though. Can I just, I think I can just new type it like that. Nice. Okay, we have a build. Yay. Okay. Very cool. I don't hate this so far. I mean, even though like this doesn't do anything yet, right? Like we at least have some data structures that are valid OCaml. It's something. It's something. Okay. So let's just keep going and see where we end up. Let's see. So we have set total pages is a helper function for calculating the total number of pages from a given number of items. Okay. Sure. And we'll figure out visibility and all that stuff later. So this is, I'm just writing go. That's not gonna work, is it? Okay, 1 second. All right. All right. So we want to say let set total pages t equals, oh, does it take t? Oh, it returns a t. Okay, so it actually just takes an int. Wait, how do I read this go type? I don't actually know. Is this just saying that it's a oh, is this just defining a method on model? Is that what this is doing right here? I bet that's what's happening. Okay. That must be what that means. So it's defining a method on model called set total pages that takes an int and returning an int. Okay. Thanks, Soy Pete. Just another soy dev. Okay, so we're actually taking an int, right? So we'll just say n for number. How about it? And we're going to say if n is less than 1, then, oh, it's an early return. I hate early returns. Okay. Then, oh, but we need access to our t. So since it's a method, right, it has that implied argument. Okay. So then we're going to say t dot total pages. What the hell is up with this formatting right here? This is hurting my heart. Okay, if something equals then, oh, there's a then. I forgot about the whole then syntax. Then, okay. And then what do we have? An else? Else, we're going to do something else. How about it? And how do else's work? Okay, here's a good example. Else, and then you just go on the next line. Okay. Else n equals items divided by m dot per page. Okay. Oh, that's confusing. Okay, so this is, maybe we should say items then. Which is an int, and that's fine. So then we're going to say let n equals items divided by t dot per page n if you don't have to break yeah, I figured I didn't have to break the line, but I do kind of like that line break. I think that, I mean, because this next block is somewhat long, several lines. Okay, so then this says if items percent m dot per page is greater than 0. Oh, modulo. It's just a modulo. It just looks so gross. Does that look gross to anybody else? Is that just a modulo and it just looks really gross? Okay. What's modulo in OCaml? Is it mod, I think? I think it's just mod. 2 mod 3. It is mod. Yeah, that looks so bad. It's fine, though. It's fine. Okay, so if items modulo m dot per page is greater than 0, then, oh, but this is n plus plus, so they're incrementing. So we have to figure out how we want to do that. Okay, thinking. Skill issue. I have no idea how I'm going to do this. I mean, I guess I'm just going to do this. Let n equals, we're just going to shadow. And we'll just say let n equals if items modulo m dot per page is greater than 0, then n plus 1. Okay. This is fine. Except I need an n. Then n plus 1, n. And then we have to actually set t dot total pages equals n. I don't know how this part works because I don't exactly know how we're going to, like, I guess I can just, like, ideally we're just returning a new t, right? Like, we're not just mutating something. So that part's going to be interesting. And then our return is just the last thing we say, right? So then if we want to return n, it's just here. Now, obviously, like, this doesn't work. So I want to do a functional record update. Okay, let's look that up. Record update. No, you don't like me there. Functional record update. I still have Jeopardy for 10 more days. Okay, that's SML. Let's ask Jeopardy. We'll use Jeopardy for docs while I still have it. I don't think I'm going to renew it, though. I just don't use it enough. How do I do a functional record update? And it knows it's OCaml. It's called OCaml Genie after all. record with field 1 equals, okay, updated person, okay, I get it. Original person with age equals 31. Okay. So then since I don't really care about the original, I mean, I could continue to shadow. I don't know how much people like shadowing, but I could say T with, I already forgot what the code was because I deleted it instead of not. T with total pages equals N. What's funny is like I don't shadow in my closure code. I actually don't like shadowing. So like even though we can, right? So a lot of times I would just say new T. I mean, I'm fine with shadowing in this case if it's just like a really simple, like, yeah, I'm using an immutable language, right? So I can't just do an N++ or whatever. I'm okay with that. Oh, this is funny. You do that. Yeah. No, I get it. I get it. Oh, that's really funny. Of course. I need to say else N. Let new T with total pages equals N. And obviously I'm going to have to return this new T somehow. I just don't really know like yet how that's going to work. Like if I was just going to like not think about it, I'd probably want to return like a tuple of these two, but hey Nunes, what's up? This expression is type T, but an expression was expected to be of type int. Oh, wait. That's the tuple syntax type, but now it's how do you actually write a tuple? I don't remember that. Is it straight braces with a comma? We'll just pretend that I know. I don't remember how tuples work. Nice. Nope, that's a list. Just commas. Is it just commas with no? Oh, I think that's no. Okay. Let me just look. Where's learn X in Y minutes? Tuple. It is just commas. It just hates me. Maybe I need parentheses in this case just for funsies. No, it's not about that. Why was an expression expected of type int? I don't remember defining the type on this. So what are you doing to me? Unbound value. I used the modulo operator even though I literally went through the whole thing and said, oh yeah, it's mod. Okay. That's supposed to be T. Don't say you know why. Don't say it. Oh no, I have different returns from different branches. Stupid early return, screwing up everything. No, I'm just kidding. All right, so then all we have to do is say T. Oh my God, so stupid. So stupid. Oh. Thanks, Whimsically. I'm so used to Rust and their nice error messages that are like, you have an if You have an if a conditional branch returning different types. So used to that. Okay, I have to get used to not having amazing error messages. Okay, we have one function that may or may not do what we really want it to. So that's cool. I lost where I was writing things. At least we're writing some code, and some code that most likely works. So we'll just keep writing code. Let items on page t total items total times. Okay, total items equals, and this also returns an int, which means we're going to return tuple and int. Maybe we should look at like this isn't what I meant to be looking at. I meant to be looking at another one of the like cursor or something. Okay, this makes sense. In this case, they're mostly like just returning t. Okay, that's what I wanted to know, but I think these are mostly helper functions and not things that we're exposing to users. So let's find out. We'll figure that out later. Drainyard. Thank you for the follow. We'll just keep writing. We'll just keep using tuples for now. Tuples are a nice, just simple thing. If total items is less than 1, then we're going to return t and 0. Else, hey, hope you're doing well. Let's see, start end equals m.get slice bounds total items. Okay, where'd this get slice bounds come from? Oh, it's down here. We haven't written that yet. How dare they? How dare they? Okay, so this is just going to return a tuple of start and end. Yeah, they'd probably want me to take a t and return a t. I think that's fair, but it will be easy to change later, right? I don't think it'll be too hard. I guess because you're in OOP land, right, with Go, that you're like, well, I have my existing model. Like I have my M and I'm just making changes to it. But we'll see what happens. You've been sitting on a joke since I started. It happens. I inspire a lot of humor. Okay. How do you do like a little tuple? Can you do a tuple to structure in a let? Probably not. You can? Okay, let's see. What do I want to call it? Destructuring? No, you're not gonna play around with this? Mint-T is a TUI framework, terminal user interface framework, written in OCaml. I'm just going to make up the syntax and we'll see if it's right. How about that? Let's just make up syntax and then we'll find out if it's right instead of like looking every little thing up. So yeah, I'm just I didn't start the TUI, but we're contributing some to the project. So I'm just going to pretend that we can just do a little like parens here and do like a start comma end equals get slice bounds, and we're just passing total items. You like how I haven't spelled it right like any time I've typed it? Everybody loves it, right? Wow, this one was really bad. Okay. And then I just wrote return. And then we're just gonna return in minus start, but we need that T. Of course, we haven't actually done anything to the T, but that's okay. We'll figure out what we actually need. Here I'm actually thinking we want to pass the T and the total items, but we probably just want the int out of it. I'm like 99% sure that's going to be true. Since we're not actually modifying the T. So actually, you know what? I'm not going to wait on that change. I'm going to go right here. So let's write get slice bounds, and then hopefully we can figure out the next thing. Get slice bounds T length equals, let's start equals T dot page times T dot per page, and let end equals, let's see, is there a min in OCaml? Nice. Min takes an AAA. Okay, let's see how this goes. So this is going to be a min of, let's just do this for a second. What is up with this? Like, who doesn't want spaces here? Am I alone in this? Does everybody just wish this had spaces? Is this just common with, like, I feel like C developers would do this. Speaking as a C developer. That's a joke, by the way, if you're new. Like, who wants that? All right, sorry. Okay, thanks, Ninja. Thanks. Okay. M dot per page plus M dot per page. Okay. Little PIMDOS here. I don't know if OCaml does PIMDOS. And length. Okay. Whoops. We'll just leave it like this and see what happens. And then we're just going to return a tuple of start and end. And you hate me for some reason. What is it that you hate about me? Syntax error, expected open. Why? Why'd you do this? Why are you expecting an open? Okay, let's start equals. This looks fine. Let's make sure our page and per page types make sense. They're both ints. Okay. N let end. Okay, let's just build this, because I have to make sure that it's not just. Okay, definitely a syntax error. Okay, good times. Let me think through this. T dot page times T dot per page in. This looks okay. I mean, if this is valid syntax, I have a hard time believing that this is not valid syntax on this line. And then you don't want me to say let end equals? Is it something to do with the min? Hey, Kenran, what's up? Doing pretty good. writing some OCaml today. Okay. Let's just play around with this for a second. Let's see what's happening, shall we? Let's get a little Dune UTOP going on here. Oh, it's not going to work because of that. That's fine. We'll just go into UTOP. Okay, so min 1 2 just returns a 1. We're good on that. We understand this. If I wanted to say min 3 times 4 2, no problem, right? Valid syntax. Okay. And we don't care about saying something like +2. Still good. All right. This typed hole should be replaced with an expression of type A. Okay. What the hell does that mean? Did I type like a special character and it just really went for it? What's wrong with this code? No, what? Oh, it's a reserved keyword. Oh my god. It's a reserved keyword. Nice. Love it. I should have noticed right here. You see this nice end right here? Classic reserved keyword. I hate that end is a reserved keyword because end is like such a useful name for things. Okay. End pause. Oh, that's so dumb. All right, sure. What the hell? End pause. End pause. End pause. Okay, and I kept doing M. Unbelievable. Not unbelievable, but still annoying. S/M dot. What? No, it's a literal dot. Not like. There we go. Okay, yeah, that kind of literal dot. And T dot G. Okay. End reserved keyword. Remember that, folks. Don't be like me. All right. We're still happy. We still got to build. Yay. Does this just magically work now? No. I guess Tuareg thinks that a single line comment should be centered. Like what does it actually think? Not too bad, right? You know, I mean, at least I'm writing code at this point. Who knows if I'm going to understand how to actually put it all together at the end. But I mean, porting a library isn't the hardest thing in the world. I can't say I've really ever bothered doing it. Perv page. That sounds good. Okay, takes a T and returns nothing. Prev page is a helper function for navigating one page backward. Okay, I have no idea how that's going to end up working, but I guess we're just updating the model, right? We're not worried about everything else. So this is Okay, that's fine. We can do that. Ah, thanks. I think it's nice. Okay. So we're just gonna keep on with these ifs, and we're gonna say then m. I keep doing m. Okay, t dot page minus 1, but we actually have to return the t. Let's not forget functional record update. All right, t with page equals t dot page minus 1 else t. I mean, honestly, how I would probably write this with what I'm assuming we have a max in OCaml. I mean, how I would usually write this in Clojure is probably like this. Right? I mean, sure, the other way you're one-liner. Let's go. Why are you robbing OCaml from your shorthands? What do you mean? If not m on last page. Okay, well, in this case, I actually do have to do this. I guess I do. Let me see. What is m on last page? Oh, that's a helper. I just okay, it's fine. It's fine. We'll deal with this. Yeah. Oh no. I was saying that's what I do in Clojure, and then I did it. Because at this point, the only reason I would write the other way is because I'm following what the Go code does. And who wants to do that, right? So let's write on last page, and let's see. Right. I remember I can do this. M dot, nope, I can't do this. T dot page equals T dot total pages minus 1. Okay. Let on first page T equals T dot page equals 0. Okay. So I would probably, just for the sake of code organization, do something like this, because it would annoy me if prev page and next page were not near each other. Okay. So let's think. So on last page returns a bool, and we're basically saying if not on last page, m dot page plus plus. I mean, yeah, it's like we could write it as a one-liner, right? Just for funsies. We could say something like this. T with page equals men. T dot total pages minus 1. But this is gross. This is gross. I hate it. I hate it already without even finishing it. It's so gross. Okay, let's not do that. All right, I don't like it. Okay, so we'll just say if on last page T, then T, else right, T with page equals T dot page plus 1. Okay. Nice. Comet Kim, thanks for the follow. Hope you're doing well. So we got on last page, on first page. So then we have like the model constructor. I don't know. I mean, here it's creating a new model with defaults. View renders the pagination to a string. Dots view, Arabic view. Okay. Oh, that's funny. I assumed Go had a min, but they literally had to write it in here. Of course, Go doesn't have a min. Who wants that? Unbelievable. Okay, so we're pretty close. Oh, it's been 2 hours. I actually have to go. But let's just see. You might have it now. I love little. I mean, having little standard library functions like that are just, they're so helpful. Just to have all of that just makes code so much simpler to write. You don't have to put in a freaking utility namespace, because then every single project you write, you end up having some dumb utility namespace, right, to bring in all those functions. Okay. I mean, I don't like huge standard libraries, but I don't think that that's like going overboard, having just a min and a max and similar helper functions like that. So, huge percentage of projects and code need that. Okay. Anyway. Oh, they wanted it to be generic over multiple types. Yeah. That makes sense. I forgot where I was. Oh, yeah. I was looking at the constructor in Go, but I was thinking we probably want to do something a little bit different. Yeah. So they actually had to, add generics to the language. Hilarious. Okay. So let's look at cursor ML again. Style, focus, blink, show, FPS. This has defaults. Okay, so here they just have a make function, and that's probably what we want. I don't know, but this is going to have so many parameters. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. Okay. I guess we'll just do this with a stupid number of parameters. And most of them are going to be optional. Let's see like what we're actually doing here. Let's see how the whole I wonder how they use key.matches m.keymap.next page. Sure. But where do they show where they use their other thing? As in the deprecated use up down keys, etc. It almost seems like they're not even using this at all. Yeah, it looks like they're not even using it in any of the code. So like how the F is that supposed to work? I guess they're truly deprecated, like you can't even use them deprecated. Kind of seems like that's what it is. It's too bad because that's what I wanted to do. I guess what I'm thinking here, let's just write out some of this stuff. Wrong language. Yeah, totally, Kinran. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for dropping in. Let's see. I probably would do this as like a nav variant instead of having like 5 bools, right? We would just have a variant that you like choose which one you want. If we don't do the key map. So basically nav variant, define nav variant or use key map. Okay. And I'm just gonna put in the issue before I forget. Where's the component wish list? I'm starting on a Paginator. I didn't actually look at pull requests. It'd be really funny if somebody already did this. We're good. We're good. I can do this. Okay. Paginator components. All right. Still good. Still good. And for those wondering, I'm probably that informal because I know the people working on the project, right? I'd probably be a little bit more formal otherwise. And not just say, I'm doing this. I kind of like this nav variant idea. I think that's what we're going to go with because I'm pretty sure we don't have like a nice like key map thing. Yeah, everybody knows Leo at this point. Because the key map they used here, I'm guessing, is like a key map they've defined, yeah, here, probably. Yeah, key dot binding. Okay, yep. I mean, I guess we could just have them, instead of having them choose all these variants, I wonder. We could just create our own little key map thing that they can provide the key name to. That would be okay. That would be doable. Or use key map. Okay. I think I'll remember what I mean by that. Because that's, since we don't have the actual like key component, that's probably how we'd want to do that. Let's fucking merge this. What's really funny, whimsically, is I literally never knew what LGTM was until I got my second job like 5 years ago. Like the job I have now. So like the first 5 years, I don't know. I think we just approved things without saying anything. But then everybody's at my new work was like LGTM, LGTM. And I'm just like, all right, I guess this is a thing, you know, like I looked it up and I was like, okay, good to know. You learned it this past summer. That's so funny. So weird. All those things. I use abbreviations with my partner and they're like, I have no idea what the hell this means. Yeah, fair. Okay, so let's just do this. We already talked about the key map there. Let's get a nice centered comment. Let's go Emacs. Yes, exactly what I wanted. How did you know? To do constructor. We'll just call it a constructor at this point. Constructor with defaults. All right. Awesome. Well, you know what? I'm pretty happy. We made some progress. Let's just commit for the hell of it and push it. I don't think I actually have a fork yet, if I remember right. Do I have a fork? Oh, I already do. Beautiful. So let's commit and push in case this computer dies at some point, because we all know it just might. And that would just be terrible, because then my work would have to buy me a new computer. All right. Start. Yes. Great commit message. Yep. I meant to do that. Okay, beautiful. Yeah, put the fire out before I kill it. Awesome. All right, so this is cool. We got started. I think we can probably finish this up next OCaml day. Hopefully, we'll see. You know, it's me. Who knows what opam's going to do next time. And next stream should be Wednesday. We'll be doing Rust. And I can't remember if I have more stuff to do with Poly at this point. I'm sure I do. I'm sure I have plenty to do with Poly. So we'll see what we want to do next with the project. So until then, I'll see you guys later. Bye, you.